Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to EVERSPACE. You know what, we're going to take this loadout, loadout C. It's pretty good. It starts with the front shield generator and a beam laser M3, both of which are like basically endgame level equipment, and the basic set of enhancements, because you know what? This is not a challenge run right now. Let's do a new selection. What I'm going for here is making sure that we can get DNA where it spawns. I want to try to make it so that I don't have a position like we ran into last time where it's like, man, I don't know if my ship's good enough to handle this. Our ship is going to be good enough to handle stuff. Actually, though, if that same thing happens again, we're definitely screwed, because I am not going to try to take a... destroy an outlaw sniper as our new challenge. Man, I do that all the time. It's not even hard. Alright, so this thing has a range that's pretty short, if I remember correctly. Also, very effective. And we started with a, a Pulse Laser MX as part of our bonus gear, which is a weapon that I like a lot. So what is the range on that? It's a little bit better. We might have that equipped at first. Pardon me. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is construct our turret, right? And I had a lot of fun using the missile turret last time. What does a missile turret take? We're going to have to get a little bit of compound and then also just stuff. Just the common stuff of life. Alright, yeah, I think I want to go missile turret. And again, my goal here is to just get... let's just get as powerful as possible. Let's get totally awesome. That is probably also going to include making sure I remember to build drones. Maybe I should be using the beam laser this close. Hey, look. I do believe that is enough compound right there. Unfortunately, we're still short on the simple stuff. Man, every time I switch back to this ship after using the other ships, I'm amazed at how little it stops. Like the inertia dampers on this thing are so much less effective than the ones on the other two ships. The Interceptor in particular just totally stops on a dime. Or wait, not the Interceptor, the little one. Is that the Interceptor? I can't even remember. I don't know the names of anything except the gunship, and I know this one just because it is named exactly what I want a ship to be named. I want it to be the ship with the guns. The gun ship. Oh, hey, how you doing? How am I getting snuck up on? It must be this riveting commentary. You know, it takes so much thought and effort to cook up these brilliant insights. I just don't know. I don't have anything left to focus on the game. Can you imagine? Oh, hey, I'm not using my front shield generator at all either. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do that. Alright, let's not deal with that for them here. Okay, well the good news is, for the most part, the loot is just coming directly to me, so... Also, this G&B dude who was like halfway across the map saw an opportunity to take a couple of pot shots at some dudes he didn't like. Which is nice. I appreciate the little bit of added security that comes from having a single friendly.
More credits.
Okay, that guy's still pretty far off. Obviously we'll fight him, because...
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, I like that.
I've never heard that before.
I am a leaf on the wind.
Don't do that.
I'm taking damage.
I kind of can't believe that that's the first time we've heard that voice line, because, like, how are there still voice lines I haven't heard?
Bravo!
But also, I don't think you should say that you are a leaf on the wind. I feel like the last time somebody said that in space, it didn't end all that well for them. I guess maybe spoilers. Although, if you know what I'm talking about, you probably have already seen the end of it. So am I just missing the jump-in notifications? Because it kind of seems like stuff is just appearing. We have sensory overload on, right? So I can see all of the enemies that are in the sector. But there's definitely a lot of stuff that is seemingly coming out of nowhere. It seemed like we only had one... Ooh, that's a little close. It seemed like we only had one known contact for quite a while there, and then all of a sudden there was a bunch of Ukar, but I didn't see the flashy stuff is jumping in notifications. Okay. I mean, I guess there's no reason for me to shoot my way out. I can just turn around and go back this way. Ow. I honestly considered dropping one of my good fighting enhancements so that we could take the Skip Sector 1 enhancement. But I suppose, I mean, doing Sector 1 is beneficial, right? You do end up with... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Almost crashed into an asteroid there. You do end up with more resources than you would without doing it. It's just... At this point, the beginning is just not all that exciting. All the cool stuff happens later on. Also, the one time we did skip Sector 1, Sector 2 had like a Corvette and a bunch of Mark II fighters and stuff in it, so... Also, there's that. It's a little bit more exciting. Wow, we really did not start with a lot of good stuff this time. Fortunately, we don't need to build quite as many expensive things when we play Gunship, because we don't have to worry about a shield at all. And the front shield generator, I think, doesn't... Oh, sorry, that's not what I want. Doesn't require quite as much fancy stuff, right? Yeah, it's only 2 dark matter and 3 dark energy, so we're actually almost there. And once we get our front shield generator Mark III online and our turret, I'm going to feel, honestly, pretty much ready to rock. This is an outlaw base over here, so I expect once we get close and start letting this guy have it, we'll probably get some spawns from the base. Yeah, that's right, I turned invincible. How do you like that? Okay, here are those spawns I was talking about. Oh, and I've run out of energy. This is not a great time for that. Maybe I should get away from the base, because I'm kind of getting hit by missiles a lot. Although I also don't really have a great ability to get away from this base. Oh, I was about to go and build one of these. Alright, let's get out here. Fire an anti-missile drone, and then deal with this guy real quick. Okay, I took more damage than a good player would have there. But I'm sure the leech will save me. Let's go around finishing off these turrets and stuff. Actually, was that the last one? Oh no, here's one. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, sensor relay, not super useful. Wait. Let's get out of here before I deal with whatever that is. Huh, is the base still spawning stuff, maybe? Well, good job on the flanking. Hey, my drone! That was probably expensive.
Okay, things have swung in my favor.
I like that one. I'll add it to my list.
Does it seem like I'm hearing... I feel like I'm hearing a lot of new audio. I don't know. It's weird. Wow, a mainframe override Mark III, really? It's pretty weird to get random Mark III equipment in a Sector 1 node. I mean, maybe the game considers the mainframe override not to be very exciting loot the same way I do. Yeah, we'll go to this first. Yeah, I just wish it had I wish it was more reliable. The reliability problem is really what keeps me from using it. I hate... Let's fire it off, and then let's intentionally not kill this guy for 10 seconds, and then, oh, I guess it didn't. I guess it didn't work. If it maybe, like... Maybe how it worked was that it had a chance every 2 seconds to convert the guy, and the chance rose every time it failed, and it just kept ticking on him until it worked. That would be a little bit better, I think. I'm gonna run out of power. Okay. How many missiles do I have? I have mine clusters and a bunch of shield breakers, yeah. So I might want to try out another gun. I know that I was not super excited about the thermo gun, but maybe like the coil gun? I don't think we've really given that one a fair shake. I don't know, we'll see what falls into our lap. Weapons are kind of expensive to craft, so... I like that, though. I like that the weapons are pretty awkward to craft. And I like that crafting in general is pretty difficult, even if the way that that's done here is maybe not like the most exciting thing, because it means that even once you have all the blueprints and you have a good handle on the game, the random loot drops are still exciting, still feel meaningful. All right, we might have enough for our turret now. We've managed to pick up quite a bit of loot. Let us see. We have enough for a laser turret. We still need 4 more gas, okay. And then we're going to need energy core extensions and stuff.
We've got company.
You know how all this stuff goes. I'm worried that I'm falling into a rut, but also, like, the gear I like is really good, so... Ow. Watch where you're flying. Can you believe that guy? The rudeness. These might have enough gas. They did indeed. Alright, so let's build us a missile turret, and then I'm going to dump the sensor relay because it's sucking up power. Alright, I feel pretty good. Honestly, I think we're, oh, I have the wrong weapon. I keep switching weapons to loot stuff, because the beam laser M3 is an annoying weapon to use for looting. And then I forget, I have 4 primary weapons and 2 of them are pulse lasers? I should probably be salvaging my primaries, actually. Like, I'm never going to use this. Get out of here. I should be salvaging these just to make things a little bit easier on me in combat. I don't have to switch through so many things to get to the thing I want. I can buy some processors. I will do that. I will not do any of the rest of this stuff. Yeah. May as well refuel. The money certainly doesn't have any value. Okay, we got some stuff coming in.
This could be a sticky situation here. They're onto me.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine, Adam. Maybe you just calm down. Actually, what's our name this time? Bathala. The colonial gunship Bathala. I guess that's pretty, sort of. in a kind of sci-fi and fantasy name. It's rather kind of sci-fi and fantasy way. Oh, shoot. This cavern doesn't connect at all. Here we go. This is what I want. Or maybe not. Yeah, this doesn't go through either. Where the hell's the giant cavern that I'm expecting? Maybe up here? That looks good. I see that glowing. Man, getting rid of that sensor relay really bought us a lot of our energy back. I didn't realize how much that thing was taking up. That's terrible. I guess having better sensors is pretty powerful, but that is crazy. Gotta start slowing down all the way out here so this thing doesn't just careen off the side of that. So we need to find just a very small amount of dark matter. A little bit of dark energy. I'm sure we'll find the dark energy first. That stuff is way more common. We also, and I think it's maybe even more important with this ship than it is with the others, we also probably want to build a time extender. And the reason it's a little more important with this ship is just that you have a little bit less margin for error, I feel like, since all of the hits you take are more meaningful. Alright, I am definitely not okay with this. I wonder if there's a way to turn off auto install. Let's actually have a look. Game? No. Well, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. But it would be kind of neat, because there's a lot of things that could install that I would really rather not. And I'm not worried about the weapons, but the devices actually will have some of them will have a non-trivial power draw. Yeah, we're gonna need more power, man. Our ship is slow and a very upgraded laser turret. No, I'm pretty sure I like my missile weapon. But the ship is so slow that I have to boost everywhere all the time, and then it doesn't actually have an energy core that supports that, so... Oh, we warped in kind of right on top of something over here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, it worked. I converted that guy. But I get a drone, I think. Oh no, it was a fighter. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I'm kind of reticent to destroy it because of the fact that it's like a pretty good one. But it is annoying that I'm going to have to flip through it all the time on the way to the devices I actually want to be using, so... Oh my god, this is murder. What does it cost to build an energy core extension? The Mark IIs don't even require anything fancy, right? Yeah. And the Mark III is like 1 dark energy? No, it's 3 dark energy. Okay, well I can definitely afford to just make a Mark II to hold me for a while. And I'm going to remove this. Alright. Can I... No, I cannot rearrange the order, it looks like. I've only played the game for like 40 hours. I think that I might know all of the controls and options by now. Oh my god, I want to be faster. Maybe I actually should build one of those energized boost things. Oh good, another pulse laser. This is what I get for upgrading my number of primary weapon slots. It's the price we pay. Yes. Crystal is good. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy about that. That was a large amount of crystal for a thing that we probably don't have to be stockpiling a huge amount of. I mean, I suppose we should blow all of these tanks, right? We're not at max fuel. Some of them probably still have live fuel in them. Although I have to imagine that some of it is probably lost when you blow them up. Maybe even all of it. You would think that we could come up with a better plan there.
It seems to be rather random what you acquire from these containers.
Yes, thank you. Again, that might have been a new line. I still don't want this. And now I don't remember what I was saying. It can't have been very important. I say based on the fact that I don't remember it, but also, you know, based on the fact that I was saying it. Oh, okay, okay. Very easy to crash into stuff in this ship. Okay, so we got a bunch of the stuff that we will eventually need. This is a nice amount of crystal to be leaving Sector 1 with. We just gotta figure out what we actually want to spend it on. Come and get it. Apparently their weapons are lethal at a slightly larger range than mine. Do I think this connects? Oh, maybe it does. Also, maybe this asteroid is filled with mines for some reason. You know, I kind of assume that the way the minefields we usually see are laid is that some kind of big ship full of mines just sort of zooms through that area of space and just opens its bay door, right? And the mines just sort of spill out, and that's why they're in kind of just like a loose cloud. But mining up the inside of an asteroid would be a significantly more tedious task, I think. Man, why does everything have to be so spread out? I guess this is my fault. We could go back to not having sensory overload, and then we wouldn't know this stuff was here, so it wouldn't matter. I was trying to see if I could get just close enough to it to get the prompt to interact with it without actually sucking it on board. So yeah, we need to get a couple of our pieces of equipment set so that we can start doing upgrades. I really don't want to waste crystal. And pretty much every upgrade is made out of crystal. I guess we can upgrade the missile turret, right? Cooldown, duration, what do I want to do with this thing? I mean, cooldown mod is good. Let's just do that. Let's just do 3 of those. I'm not even going to mod its energy consumption. Just more uptime on the turret seems fine. Give us some benefit from our resources right away, which hopefully will make it more likely that we will live to see future resources. Okay, there's a lot of G&B dudes over here, but these aren't actually G&B containers, so... Scrap and nanobots. Additional corrosion missiles. You know, we do not need this many of these. I would rather have extra corrosion missiles. I do like the fact that we can carry about 700 missiles now in this configuration. What do I have? 5 secondary slots? Okay, power cells and scrap. So we should probably not be, like, too conservative with our missile usage. Alright, no Sector 2 DNA. That's a little bit of a bummer. But again, it's not the end of the world because we saw conclusively last time that DNA can spawn in 2 consecutive sectors. I might want to start using combat drones now. I'm not even going to pop my forward shield on these guys because we might be getting into stuff in the near future. Actually, no, those dudes are super far away and they're fighting each other, so I actually totally could have used my shield and it would have been fine. Okay, a time extender, a partially upgraded time extender. That is totally worth one of my slots. And I imagine a small amount of passive power drain. So there's an outlaw base over here. I guess we can swing by this. Really though, we're not in a hurry exactly, but I do feel a little bit disengaged from some of the loot systems because I really am just interested in seeing what's next. And I wonder if I would still have that compulsion, if I would be like, hey, screw the roguelike parts of the game, let's just accomplish the objective. If there wasn't, I guess that I'm wording this kind of strangely, because if there wasn't an objective, of course I wouldn't be, hey, let's care about the objective. But you know what I mean? If there wasn't an objective, would I be more engaged with the game system still? Is what I'm wondering.
Another to Stardust.
Because you can definitely incentivize players into crappy patterns of behavior with by giving them rewards, right? Or giving them access to rewards. We've seen that in a ton of games. I wonder if the fact that there's now a meta quest is maybe damaging my my desire to do the actual game part of the game. I just want to see that number hit 8, man. I'm very excited about it. I don't think there's a lot of stuff to build right now. Like, we're pretty much just waiting on dark matter. If you could fabricate dark matter somehow, maybe make it like really expensive but doable, it might keep me a little bit more interested in the intermittent loot drops, the little bits of compound and gas and stuff that we find. As it is, I need a certain amount of those things to build my crucial upgrades. And I get that pretty quickly, and then I'm just kind of like pretty blasé about picking up any more of them from there. Alright, here we go. This looks like some real combat. Should I build some drones? I should probably build some drones, right? I'm allowed to have 3 out. That's one of my drones. Okay, apparently I'm not going to have to shoot the bad guys at all. It's just fine with me. For a second there, I thought my sensors had gone out, because I was seeing several things in front of me, but I had no sensor contacts, and it's just because I'm not used to having this number of helpful drones out. What's that? What are you thinking? So my missile turret actually considerably outranges my beam weapon. Alright. Now theoretically our drones should stick around for quite a while. They have shields and a blade of armor. And they're going to heal a little bit every time we jump, so... Also, we are actually pretty low on fuel. I'm happy to see this fuel. Unusually low on fuel. It's like, right, there's mineable ore, and I guess I'm still going after it. So I'm not saying that I regard it as completely useless, but I'm not excited to see the ore. I'm just like, I should get that. I know I should get that. But it feels a little bit like a chore, almost. I don't know. It's possible that this is also not even a real problem, because part of the reason that I'm having these issues is that I've spent so much time in the game, and, you know, maybe the developers are like, you know what, if somebody at 40 hours wants to tap out of our game, that's totally fine. I think they probably got what they paid for. Because we sort of have an idea now that, like, every game should provide infinite enjoyment. How dare they do otherwise? How dare they finish their game and give us a discrete experience? But, like, you know, maybe at the point where you start feeling like these little things are no longer fascinating, you're ready to move on. But I'm not ready to move on, because I still need to see what happens when we get all that DNA. Are you kidding me? You want me to give you dark matter in exchange for scrap? What on earth are you guys smoking in the cabin of this ship? Okay. Yeah, alright, I guess we'll go over here and loot this stuff. I do wish the dark matter was maybe just a little bit more common. Or like maybe that it,
credits.
Good work, Jones. Maybe not. Ow, I ran into one of them. I was just congratulating you on what a good job you're doing, and now you're making things difficult for me. Maybe it doesn't need to be more common on the whole, but maybe if you more frequently got smaller amounts of it. Like, I'm just thinking like containers, right? Containers are not usually very awesome for me anymore. It would be cool if containers had dark matter in them more frequently. But you don't want to unbalance the rate of acquisition too much, because you don't want to make the gathering of dark matter totally trivial, because then I'm just going to build up all my stuff in the first couple of sectors and be invincible. I don't know, it's a tough line. It's a tough line. I think the devs have done a pretty good job. I do want to make clear, all of my complaints are pretty minor here. I'm like, still having an awful lot of fun just flying around shooting stuff. Is there anything terribly exciting over here? Ooh, I do want crystal. Crystal is still something that, like, gives me a feeling. Crystal's the only way I can feel anymore, you guys. That was only 3. Okay. Let's hold up for a second and consider the utility of the energized boost. We don't have a shield, right? Maybe this is actually a good thing for getting us from place to place. It's all cooldown modded up, and like, maybe I just replace this thing, which I'm honestly not going to use. Yeah, we'll just give it a try. There you go. There's our new piece of equipment for the run. Alright, let's see what this trader is selling. Maybe we'll get really lucky and he'll have like 9 dark matter. He would really like dark matter. 17 dark matter for less than 1,000 credits? Really? You're crazy. You are a crazy person. Okay, let's actually, let's hit this thing. Whoa! Holy crap. Okay, that really gets you going. And it's like a very brief little thing. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I think it's worth keeping that equipped. Let's try to take advantage of all of our stuff being popped to go and say hello to this base. Well, he's shooting at me now. Did they get it? You know what I think I was actually hearing? I thought that there was really something on me, like an enemy ship or maybe a couple, but actually what I was hearing was my missile turret firing. Alright, I think this mineable crystal is the most important thing. I don't know how much time we have left before the Okar show up, so let's try to prioritize stuff a little bit here. Okay, nanobots, and we've pretty much looted everything out. Alright, so this next sector should contain DNA, I think. It seems to me that we rarely have to go more than 2 sectors without it, and, actually, I don't think ever more than 2 sectors without it. Sector 1 doesn't seem to count, but seems like there's pretty much always 1 in 2 or 3, and then 1 in 4 or 5, and then also 1 in 6 sometimes. Maybe that's the pattern. Alright, so let's see if my clone is here real fast. I do not see evidence of him. Okay, great work. Good start. We'll go ahead and pop the secure container. Oops, that was not what I wanted. Okay. Forgot that I installed another thing. I mean, we may as well. Yeah, I forgot that there was another device installed, so I flipped to what I thought was my shield generator and hit R and almost pasted myself against the side of that outlaw base there. So I guess what I'm saying is this game still has some surprises. Or rather, my incompetence still has some surprises in store for us. Alright. And as always, all enemies are opportunists, so the moment I'm in battle with anybody, everybody else comes running. A little bit of fuel. Wow, I actually... really little amount of fuel. I managed to not pick almost any of that up. Okay, we'll go over there and say hi to G&B later. I might rob them. I don't know. We might be at the point where that is a sensible thing to do. Okay, a Fusion Blaster M6A. I do enjoy this weapon. It's not a new and different weapon. It's definitely one we've spent an awful lot of time with, but... okay, so is all the loot out here still G&B? No, we got some... okay, we got some exciting stuff over here. Special tech containers, which I honestly given the choice between a special tech container and a secure container, I think we go for the secure containers right now, because we're just looking for like the maximum number of opportunities to pull some dark matter, which I think can exist inside containers and is just super rare. What is the effective range on a Fusion Blaster M6A again? It is very little. It's really close. Okay, that's a lot of mines. There's a huge number of minefields sort of coincident here. Well, okay, the combat music just kind of popping in and out real fast because my drones are resolving combat very quickly. Oops, I didn't mean to drop those. I meant to salvage them. Yeah, there we go. Alright, the drone server's got to be on top, right? Oh no, I guess it's down in there. Hold on, before this thing was a derelict, what was the value of a drone server installed on the inside of the ship? I'm concerned that some of my drones may die if I go in here. Just like bash themselves against the walls and stuff. Oh hey, I know. What am I doing endangering my life for credits? For not even a lot of credits. You know what? Screw this. Let's get out of here. Let's just leave. I'm done with this node. Let's go find some DNA, huh? And remarkably, all of my drones managed to survive. Alright. Other me. Where are you at? Okay, Yamalite. That is a terrible name. That's even worse than mine. Seems like a good time for the boost. Okay. Yeah. That's good. That was useful. Oh man, where'd he go? I think he cloaked. Yep, there he is. Oh, he's fast. Oh, he's fast. Well, the missile turret and the combat drones will deal with him if I can't manage to get a target on him, which seems to be the case. He's just flying in very small circles around me, which is a very annoying thing to do. And then he just cloaked now. We still have all of our combat drones. Oh, there he is. Okay. There's another energy core extension. Do I want to take that over? I don't think so. I actually think I like my devices. Alright, DNA 1. I sure hope that if there's a third DNA on this run, it's not like on the surface of a star. Because I don't think this is a good ship for dealing with that problem. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did hit that. For the record. I think I just hit it when it was right next to us, and so it pretty much did the thing it would have done in any case. I can't seem to thread that needle. Maybe we should just get out of here. Whatever's in these containers is probably not worth all the trouble. Especially considering that minefields probably are also not that kind to our drones. See, a lot of the weapons that I like to use in this game have a lot of shared properties. Tend to be not incredible fire rates, very close range. And I'm wondering, like, if I'm missing out on stuff by not using the other kinds of weapons. There's not really a lot of good long-range weapons, it seems like, though. Lost a combat drone somewhere. Alright, taking a little cover until I get my shield back online. We got serious incoming. Man, why is there so much stuff? What is the story with this weird little derelict, and why does everybody care about it so much? There's some Ark of the Covenant stuff going on here that I am unaware of. Ow. This is the problem with drifting in space. It turns out it's not nearly as empty as everybody keeps telling us. Mark II, we actually have to get behind it. We actually have to use a little bit of, like, strategy and skill. Not exactly my strong point. Okay, an energy injector is welcome, though. Whew. Alright, things got a little bit rough there for a while. I actually lost a very significant amount of health. Just kind of doing a bad job of killing stuff quickly. Even with my energy core extensions, I gotta be a little bit quicker to gotta be a little quicker to go to the menu and build energy injectors. It's like the #1 thing that I have picked up over the last few runs. I feel like I don't know, this is maybe a little dramatic, but I sort of solved the game a little bit. I figured out, you know, what the things are that we need to win quite a while ago at this point. The one thing that I've really picked up over the last few runs is just energy injectors. Always be building energy injectors, always, all the time, forever. Oh, that's a singularity. One of my favorite things to see with this ship. It's hard for us to get a hold of the dark matter. We might see if it's relatively cheap to build a tractor beam just for a little while. It's not something I want to have for a long period. Maybe replace the energy core with it, because we could build another one of those easily as well. Well, hold on. Before we do anything stupid, let's go fix the jump suppressor so that we can leave if stuff goes awry.
Enemies in range.
Are they? Oh. What am I doing? Why am I firing these? I know this can't help at this range. Just charging up, charging up, charging up. Let him have it. Okay. That was a good source of dark energy. Missile turret does a fine job against those guys. Okay. There it is. I knew there was one I hadn't picked up. Alright, I got all distracted. Still need to desuppress my jump. Unsuppress? I don't know what the right word is. Alright, well, whatever was defending this got killed already while we were off doing something else. Man, why is this... This is clearly the remains of a dogfight, right? Like, some Okar and some outlaws got into it. But my question is, why are the remains of the dogfight spread over, like, 7 kilometers of space? Is that inside the ship? Or maybe just on the other side of it? Yeah, okay, it's actually in here. You know what? My desire to actually go in there and pop that container open is pretty small. Because I think there was a container we could have gotten to without the access key, but I don't want to be maneuvering around in tight spaces with this ship for very low value. I'm too worried that I'm going to screw up and smash into something. You know, based on all of the history I have of smashing into stuff and screwing everything up. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff jumping in. Where's this? Here it is. I'll do just about anything for some crystal. I suppose I ought to rebuild my my drone army. Okay, let's look at this. Let's just think about this for a second. We could dump the energized boost. I don't need it. What does it cost to build a tractor beam? Okay, the game recognizes the tractor beams are not great, and so it'll let you have one for real cheap. I'm gonna do that because I really would like all this dark matter. $700 extra meters of pickup range. Okay. Although actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the energized boost would have been a good thing to keep specifically for fleeing the singularity. Yeah. Yeah, I might have done a dumb thing there on that count. Let's try to make sure that we have a lot of energy when we go for this. What would it cost to build me another one? Really? They cost dark energy. Why? I guess people must like them more than I do. Some people must. Because we could build a new energized boost to use for escape. Yeah, I feel kind of dumb. I feel kind of dumb for having not thought this through. But I mean, like, so many of our different resources are so meaningless at this point. I don't feel bad spending a lot of them. So let's go ahead and pull an energized boost. We have this tractor beam. Alright, let's try to scoop some dark matter. I'm not so worried about the dark energy, but I really want the dark matter. It doesn't take very much to get the stuff that we want to build. Here we go. Okay, well, we scooped one. We should probably leave now, though. Crap, I thought we were going to have more time. I did an awful lot of stuff there to get one dark matter. Ugh. Bummer. Would I rather have a natural hazard or a high security or a high risk node? I think a natural hazard, right? The most common natural hazard seems to be the lightning. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I walked right into that. Okay, there's some little dudes. They see me, but they're far away. Maybe we can wrap this up fast enough. He's like jumping behind rocks and stuff. What is this cowardice? Stop. Oh, we're starting to get tagged by the other dudes. Where is my thingy? Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna use my energy injector. Use that to fire my energized boost. Give me a little distance here. And then we're gonna have to get cover from the big dude. Ow. I hate this. I hate these nodes that have the big guys and the little guys, because there's no way to fight them both at the same time without taking a lot of damage. Yeah, see, those things are still turning, trying to hit me. I have no energy, man. Alright, energy injector. Sure, give me a Mark II. I need like a lot. Completely refill my energy. And I'm taking fire from the damn... Alright. One down. They're both broken up. I'm taking a huge amount of damage from these things. Missile turret's doing a great job, though. Okay, Jesus. Alright, now it's just you and me. So let's try to get behind some cover that we can use to close some of this distance. Okay, Jesus. These nodes are miserable. Really, really disproportionate difficulty relative to all of the other things we can see at this point in the game. I'm just going to let all my energy recharge here. Yeah, the problem isn't that we have a big pool of energy, it's just that the energy recharge rate on this ship is really bad. And I've gotten used to playing with ships that are really good at recharging their energy. I hate it when he does that, too. It, like, teleports... Yeah, like that. What was that, 6 times in a quick succession? That's very annoying. Alright, I'm gonna stop with the missile turret, because I'm pretty sure the missile turret is what's causing it. He's teleporting a certain number of times per shot, and it's just the missile turret fires a bunch real fast, and so I realistically can't even fight him until the missile turret turns off, so it stops doing that. Because I can't get close enough to him to shoot at him. Okay. We'll just sit close for a minute. Recharge some energy. I got my energized boost loaded up. He's kind of really close to me. I'm backing up a little bit. I don't want to kill him when I'm this close. Trigger the boost and go, go, go. Okay, we took a huge amount of damage there. Crazy huge amount of damage. Oh, okay. But the teleport that we get out of this will be nice. It's very unlikely that there's going to be another DNA node, like, in our very near future. So this will help us get closer to the next DNA node. What's over here? Also a plasma field. And they're both really far from me, and they're really far from each other. Fantastic. I mean, we're going to go get them, because it doesn't make sense not to, but it does feel kind of crummy. Yeah, I see why that other energized boost thing that we picked up was triple cooldown modded, because cooldown on this thing is absurdly long for what it is. So I wonder what the right mixture of things is. Do I actually want to keep an energized boost in the end here? I mean, I probably don't want to keep the tractor beam. Alright, okay, hold up. Gotta actually reverse thrust here a little bit. Maintain some control. Come on. Come on, SB, you can do it. Hey, I did it. No contact at all. Fantastic. And now we're gonna get 1 dark energy. Hooray! Yeah, 3 dark energy. That's nice. Okay, so I have enough to build my front shield generator. Let's dismantle this one and get the most effective one in its place. And we are hard out of dark matter, unfortunately. I was really hoping we'd be able to pick up a little bit more. So what else do we really want? A better time extender wouldn't be bad. It's going to take dark matter. But that aside, I honestly feel pretty good about the gear we have. Alright, that's not what I want. I want upgrades. So an energy consumption mod might be smart. Just, we're having a lot of energy consumption problems. And this weapon actually does pretty good damage already. So we need a little bit more scrap before we can finish that. But yeah, cutting energy consumption on most of our stuff is probably a good way to go. I'm happy with the upgrades that I made to the turret, but we're probably going to have to change everything else for energy consumption. Alright, so just a real quick scan here. Alright, I do not see a clone. Right, I see Outlaw Scout. And I thought I saw another red arrow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Outlaw Drone. Okay. Also, I see a singularity. I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe to go in and scoop in a little more dark matter. As long as we're still set up with an energized boost and a tractor beam, you know? It's not a huge amount of dark matter available, looks like, though. Just 1? Well, we could try it. Alright, Lightning Storm, what, are you not getting enough attention? Calm down. Alright. And there's not any more dark matter anywhere? Well, it doesn't look like it. Okay, here we go. Okay. A little scooping motion is pretty effective. So, the time extender I wanted to build was... We can make a Mark II with just 1. We might have to make do with that. Alright, let's go find something else to do. Something that doesn't involve being anywhere near the singularity. So we got a big outlaw base over here. We got some stuff jumping in. Probably Okar would be my guess. Coming in to mess with them. Apparently this is close enough to the singularity for it to be a problem. I mean, all I have to do is, like, watch my own back and hover near the battle, and the missile turret does a lot of the work. I'm definitely not going to build... I know we're out of combat drones, I'm definitely not going to build any combat drones while we're near the singularity. The little drone engines don't seem all that powerful to me. Well, I have to say, even for an outlaw base, this was kind of unexciting loot-wise. Oh, wait, there's a mineable crystal over there. What am I talking about? A frabjous day indeed. What am I doing? What is the value of me shooting that? I guess I can jump out from in here. We really need some health. The jump will help. I need to find a node where there's like a lot of small weak stuff. Oh no, it made me miss a DNA. Crap. 2 consecutive sectors, 3 and 4. It's a real shame that we can't jump backwards. Hey look, that thing I was asking for. Something else is pinging on me. Okay, well, that's a problem for a minute from now. Let's worry about this first, because I don't want to have to deal with these guys coming after me while I'm trying to get other stuff
They've locked onto me.
Good. About damn time. Alright, good stuff. We probably want to approach this from behind some cover. Okay. Let's take a moment to regenerate some energy here. Let my stuff come off cooldown. I don't have any plasma torpedoes. I have some mine clusters and stuff. I don't like these. I'm not going to use these. Well, looks like we're going to have to use some corrosion missiles as well. Unfortunately, I think like the only sensible thing to do is sit here for 13 seconds and let my front shield generator recharge. And the thing that was preventing me from building more plasma torpedoes is scrap, so I'm not going to be able to make combat drones either. I'll drop out a couple of these. They'll at least draw fire. Okay, here we go. Alright, plasma torpedoes out. Stop firing while we're shooting these so that I don't completely own myself. Is it? Yep, okay. He said got it, but I couldn't tell if I'd like accidentally killed one of the drones or something. And it wasn't exploding with loot. Apparently it didn't drop anything at all, which is, I think, super weird, right? Is that the first time we've seen a Corvette not drop anything? It's pretty strange. Alright, any chance I can just like buy some DNA from this shop? No. Remarkably, it does not work that way. And I am like swimming in dark energy though. Well, we're definitely going to have to do another run after this one now that I've jumped past DNA. Thanks, Ancients. Man, the crappy thing is I even thought about it, right? I was even talking about whether or not that was going to be a possibility. And here we are. Man, we really didn't, like... After fighting the Corvette, we didn't really net any health from dealing with those dudes, swarm fighters. I get jumped by a group of outlaws that contains 2 elites. That seems a little unfair. Maybe unsporting is the term I'm looking for here. Almost dead. Emitting a lot of thick black smoke. There we go. Where's the Weber? There it is. Trying just not to be in front of him. Okay. Jeez. That was actually some pretty serious combat there. That's Gene B. Here's something I'm allowed to take. I'm definitely not messing with Gene B at this much health. Gee, thanks. Alright, well, the good news is the anti-missile drones are doing a fine job of drawing off enemy fire. They're kind of just like anti-enemy bullet in general drones, honestly. Alright, well, I think that's going to have to be it for today. We're getting pretty good at getting through these pretty fast, so come back next time, tomorrow. I am 100% sure we're at least going to deliver some DNA to the base. And, unfortunately, we're going to have to do one more run after this. I keep saying unfortunately. I feel kind of bad, like I'm really eager for this game to be over. I'm not. Man, I really want to see what's going to happen. I'm very curious where the plot goes from here. Well, anyway, come back next time. 1 or 2 more pieces of DNA going to the base, and we'll figure the rest out afterward. And we'll see you then.